Hello and welcome to Tier 3 here at MRL Season 10. Today we are racing around the streets of Jeddah. This nice 6.1 kilometer circuit. Very twisty, very tidy, very technical. You need to thread the needle pretty much the whole lap way through. One tiny mistake can see you out of the race. Or quali, depending on which session you're in. I am here joined today by not Tilla this time, but the one and only D-Master. How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. Thank you for that introduction. Very good to know that I'm not Tilla. Honestly, I love Tilla and that beautiful Fernando Alonso helmet. It's a very sad season, but I think I'm a decent replacer to what Tilla is. He's having some personal issues right now, so replacing here I am.
Yeah, and the reason why that beautiful helmet of Tilla is still on the screen is because for some reason when I click out of my Discord, it just decides to not show up anymore on stream. So I don't know why that is, but we're gonna have to do it like this.
We move. That's how it is.
We're hearing your beautiful voice anyway, so that's the most important for my part.
Yeah, we're professionals and we have standards, but that's about enough. We really don't need anything but a beautiful voice and a face to accommodate it with, even if you can accommodate it to more than one person. I'm just finishing up and I'm on board with CJT. CJT's about to finish his lap. He's coming across the last sector now. He's had a pretty decent lap. This might be a 27. He's gone. There you go, 27.4. Pretty good lap from CJT. Starting us off, that's going to be provisional pole. We got Punju setting a 28.2 and Dana the Max setting a 28.3. Not great laps. They'll be faster, but they are getting their way there as MB Jacobson goes 200ths faster than CJ.
Yeah, I'm currently on board with our championship leader, Beast, who has had a little nudge with the wall in Sector 1, but for the rest of it, it looks like a pretty okay lap. He got a purple Sector 1,
Ooh.
and oh, he goes very, very wide into 22 and 23. That might have just compromised his lap, and No, it doesn't look like he's backing off. I think he's finishing it. It's only the first run, of course, so there will be more improvement to come from these divers as Beast comes out of the final
100%.
corner to come across the line for a still okay.
Woo!
Okay.
4/10 gap, nearly a 5/10 gap to the next car. Great lap from Beast, showing why he's our championship leader right now by how many points you said? 50?
53.
53. That is crazy.
Yeah, let me very quickly pull up the championship standings for you guys. If my OBS wants to work with me, that would be great.
While
There
he
we
pulls that
go.
up, just wanted to point out that Process, who is currently in P4, has put in a number 3 lap. Just going slower than AK by 0.03 of a second. Great lap from him, but he still has 5/10 to find to the next Beast.
Yeah, so here on screen you can see the championship standings. We've got Beast in for our championship leader, 53 points ahead of Mod. So Mod needs to outscore him by 4 points, I believe that is then, to
Correct.
be within to still be within the championship fight. As we've got Henry crossing the line right now, setting a 27.5, putting in P7 or P6 right now, just behind his teammate CJ. So nobody else is actually on the lap.
Nope. Track is dry right now. It's actually, you know who made their Tier 4 debut today? Jim just raged.
Yeah. And he's also
You know where he is right now?
in Tier
In
3.
P16. In Tier 3.
Is this also his debut in Tier 3?
I don't think so, because he's been in Tier 3 before. But I don't think he's been in Tier 3 this season.
Yeah, well, Jim just raged, having an incredible day already, becoming the Tier 5 champion after a absolute chaos of a race in Tier 5, in which yes me, got points.
Incredible.
And yeah, it's just incredible. I don't know how I've managed to do that, but we've done it. And Jim Just Rage managed to clinch the title for Alfa Romeo, reserved up in Tier 4, and I believe he got points in Tier 4 as well, did he not?
I think he retired.
Oh, did he? Oh, I saw him in P7 at one point, and after
Oh, at
that...
one point he was in the points. At one point, yes, he was in the points.
So yeah, let's just see if he can keep that great momentum going into Tier 3 here. Doing
Well, he's already retired.
I mean, he's doing 3 races back to back to back.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's insane.
That's rough. That's rough on the body. It's rough on the mind. We don't have that many people going out right now. The first person would be Gary. Gary's currently in the 3rd sector. He's about to start his lap.
You want to take us through it?
Sure. Go ahead and take us through this lap for Gary. He's coming across the last corner now, turning on his DRS button, opening the DRS. And coming down to the first corner, he's hitting a top speed of, it looks like, right around 335 kilometers an hour, braking for the first turn very well through the power, goes a little bit wide all the way to the track limit on the second turn. Great 3rd corner, having a lot of apex speed through there, holding this completely flat, giving it a little bit of a lift there, temptation, a little brake to turn in the car. Great over that curb, didn't mount it too much, didn't lose any time. That was a great first sector. Currently looks like it's provisional purple, but that could be lying to us. Great run out of that corner, kept it very well, coming Kept it very tight coming out of the corner while getting on the gas very early. Really, really good through there. Held it very well close to that wall. Looks like down this straight, he's doing very well to just keep it a tight line. Super hard braking, putting in the fifth for half a second. This isn't going to be the perfect lap, but it's a great lap so far. Second sector split was pretty good as well. Let's see. What do you think this is going to be, a 28-0?
Yeah,
I don't...
something along those lines.
Let's see. Coming across the line, he's going to be doing a 28-6.
Putting in
Slowest of the
P13.
pack. Scruffy lap. I mean, scruffy lap, that's still probably, like, better than half.
It's better than I would have done, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, it's better than half the people that qualified already, but, you know, it's still, like, for this tier, he's going to improve. He has 7 minutes to come in, get another set of tires. His teammate is on the front row. They're probably sharing setups. If Beast is a smart teammate, he'll get his teammate up there as well. Is he currently leading the championship and the constructors as well? Can you check that?
I don't know, I have to check on that.
We had a checking.
We are checking, we come back to you.
So Aston Martin is currently leading with 144 points to McLaren, and Beast has 128 of those points. He would still be leading the championship alone.
Yeah, Beast is doing a Max Verstappen here in Tier 3.
Yeah, incredible drive from him.
So if you were Beast, what would be your game plan today going into this race, knowing that you have a very good shot at clinching the championship?
You've got half a second on your competition, yeah. Honestly, I don't know what I would do much more than... He's going to start on pole. This is basically given at this point. Nobody's going to beat a 26-7, much less what he's going to do on newer tires, which he's currently out on. I think he messed up this lap, but he'll go back on new tires and try to do another lap. Process just set a 27-0, so people are inching closer, but there's still 3 tenths. Guys, 3.5 tenths is a lot to find.
Especially around this circuit where the ideal line is just... It's so tight.
It's very hard to find those 3 tenths. And yeah, quali paces and everything, but if he can stay out in front and control the pace, being in that top 5 field, this grid is already competitive enough. They're probably not going to let each other run away, especially if Beast can stay up front. He can pull away from them. He can just use his raw pace to pull away. If they don't let him do that, then he just stays in the top 5 and uses his tactical skills as he's done before and prepare for the last couple of laps where it is the ones that count.
Yeah, we've been on board with CJ now for his lap. He's just up on his time, losing a little bit of time in the second sector. Coming through the final corner now, getting very, very close to that wall. Let's see what is... Oh no, he's not even gonna finish his lap. And who else is gonna...
That's...
I think it's
looks
gonna
like
be
Kiss My Axe and Border are gonna start their laps.
Very close together, I might add.
Yep, maybe a little toe.
Sandman is saying driving in front is the safest thing here, and I could not agree more.
Yeah, 100%. Being in the pack is so dangerous, especially with having dirty air and just no real control of the pace whenever you're behind a car. Like, you're limited by how fast they go, by the way. Border has already messed up his lap. Clobbered the first turn wall. Not the wall, the curb.
Yeah, I'm watching Kiss My Axe and he just got very slidey out of the second turn. He's coming through the end of sector 1 now. Let's see what his sector time is going to be. Gonna be a 32.4, and oh, he's already invalidated. So I guess we're on board with Sako then, because he is through Sector 1 cleanly. But yeah, it's not only the dirty air and limited by the pace of the guys in front, it's also the unpredictability of there might be a little bit of contact ahead, and so many of these corners are blind that
Yeah.
if there is contact and there is a car just stranded on the racing line, there's literally no way you can react in time.
Yeah, there's very little reaction time, and you're right.
I mean, I had Nicky G just face to the wall on the inside of the last corner, and when I went through there, I saw him at the last second, had to turn out. Somehow I missed him, and I don't know how, but it's so you have so little reaction time that if a car is there, your race can be ended without any fault of your own.
Yep, 100%. By the way, have a look at Echo Alex, as he's currently starting his first lap. I think he may have gone purple on his middle sector. He had a pretty good middle sector. He's coming through the last corner now. Yeah, blind corners in this track, especially even in qualifying, if there's a slow car up front and they don't notice you, it's so dangerous.
Echo
27.6.
Yeah, puts in P8. And
It's crazy to see that gap between P1 to P10 is a second.
Yeah, just over a second.
And then the gap from P2 to P9 is also a second.
Yeah.
To P10, I mean. It's nuts. It's so close. This grid is genuinely just crazy.
Yeah, I think we are gonna be sticking with Process here for these final runs, because I think Process is gonna be pushing very, very hard in order to get that 3/10 deficit back. So we will see what he can pull out of the bag.
I'm gonna occasionally look on board with Beast. So that's gonna be an interesting one too, to see how much pole will increase by. Oh, there goes I think that's Punju.
Yeah, because Ketchin is out.
Whee!
So Process starting a run right behind Panjo, getting that sweet slipstream. So we head on board with him now, going into turn 1, braking just at the 100-meter board. Getting it stopped nice and steady. Not taking too much of the exit curb, but just enough for it to maximize the track. As we now come through this twisty bit where you really gotta modulate the throttle in some parts, up through the skateboard section, and just getting it very nicely there. Coming through the end of sector 1, it's a 31.8, half a tenth up on his previous time, which is good, but not enough for Paul. You will have to push harder here into sector 2, as he basically goes all 4 wheels off the track, or on the curb. Through these,
Punju's actually 8/10 up right now.
That'll put him deeply inside the top 10, as Process does have a little bit of traffic on his lap. Coming
He's
to
second up now.
21-22 right now. Really good commitment there from Process, as he just blasts his way through the track here. And
Punju is doing a me. He's literally a tenth and a bit up right in front of Process. He's gonna cross the line, and then Process will, and then it'll be it looks like the AlphaTauri of Mod. No, KDM.
Well,
Punju crosses, goes P3!
I was about to say very good lap from Process, but it doesn't look like it was gonna be enough, and it isn't. A 10th behind, as we now have George the 2/10 up. If he can just find a little bit more in this final sector, he might snatch pole away from Beast.
AK Paul comes across the line, does not get enough.
Exit is clean of Georgester. Coming up to the line now. Has he done enough to snatch pole away? No, he has not, but he goes P3.
Nobody else is gonna improve. Mod comes across the line now. He's the last person who's gonna probably have a chance. Mod goes to P10.
P11
AK.
after CJ beats him.
Ooh.
Or KDM,
Dana the Mac
no,
going
KDM it was, I think.
P6. Wait, what? KDM went P9, you said?
Yeah.
Nice. A lot of people changed around there at the end. Punju went to P4 after being like P13.
Yeah, great lap from Ponju there. Just literally doing a U and
Yeah.
pulling time out of nowhere where he probably doesn't even know where he found it.
Yeah, literally. All right, let's run down this race grid order. Beast is taking pole position. Process is going side by side. Only could pull out about a tenth the gap. Georgester going P3. Punju joining him on the second row. AK in P5 and Dana the Mac holding the third row. Alpine locked out. MB Jacobson P7. KDM P8. CJT and Henry on the fifth row of the grid, running out our top 10. I think it's going to put me in a car. Oh no.
Oh no, 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 no! we might have a commentator driving here. This is not good.
Wouldn't be the first time I'm in a car, to be fair, but...
I mean, you're a tier 4 driver, so I would hope it wouldn't be the first time.
I am in the Red Bull. Miniko, don't hire me. Again. Wait, why am I always in the Red Bull?
I don't know. How did you even get that seat?
I think it's because I joined late.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna just cruise around the back at the first lap and then pull it into the pits of the tire.
I was thinking more like, let's just dive bomb into turn 1, create chaos.
Take out Beast so we can't win the championship.
Take out Beast so Mod has a chance to win the championship.
Oh, don't actually do that. We're not against Beast.
I would not.
In any way.
Not. No.
How funny would that be though? Commentator gets put in a car, takes out championship leader.
Oh. By accident.
Oh no, not by accident, just fully on purpose. But you got in the car by accident, I guess. But
commentator gets in the car by accident. Oh, that's funny.
Oh, and Georgester has left the session. I see. I hope his Ferrari teammate can get him back in the session before the race starts.
15 seconds until the race starts. I will let you do your thing.
Okay, well, Georgester is back, so what do you think is the strategy going to be for most of these guys?
I think soft, medium, or if you're starting on medium, hard.
Okay, well, here we go then. It's 5 red lights. And it's lights out, and away we go for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. And it looks like Beast gets a very, very good start, just leading in the turn 1. No questions asked there. And it looks... Oh, Punju's round, and there's a big crash! Oh, oi, 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 oi. Several cars out.
Oh, this is a great sight. Oh my mans.
As we go on board with our commentator here.
That was great.
Made it through the mess. I am actually very curious to see what that looked like from your point of view.
I wish I was recording. Actually, I need to record that now.
Well, question. Because there's already a safety car, could you just not retire now? Because you can't cause a safety car by retiring on track?
Yes, but I'm gonna respect the rules.
Fair. Probably the best thing to do as well. Let's get everything up on screen.
I will send you this clip in just a moment.
There we go. As we've got Beast starting on soft tires, Process on the mediums, and Dan and KDM also on the mediums. And Henry
Jim is also on the mediums.
Henry in 5th is on the softs. Let's get the position change up. Then, gaining 3 positions off the start here. KDM gaining 4 and Henry gaining 5 after that big crash with involving Panju, Alex, and I think Ketchin as well, because I think I saw 2 Williams
Correct.
there.
Correct.
So yeah, Panju, the biggest loser of course, out of the race already. Georgester down 4th places in P7 at the moment. And we've got a lot of drivers into the pits, probably changing wings. As we see Kiss My Ex indeed changing his wing. The Red Bull of Damio changing his wing. And the teammate of Kiss My Ex, Border, also getting in for a wings change. So that was like 6 or 7 cars just involved in that crash after turn 2. And I couldn't really see what happened there exactly, but it looked like Panju was side by side with, I think it was the McLaren of Echo Alex. I'm not too sure about that, and they just kind of got glued together when Panju got spun round. And from that point onward, everyone had nowhere else to go.
Makes sense. Let's see. Trying to figure out how to get this clip to you. So funny.
Well, I can't watch it now. Oh, well, what I can
Maybe
do,
next safety car.
I mean, yeah, we're on the safety car, so what I can do, I guess, is when you send it to me, let me know. I can just share my screen and let the stream see how it was from the back of the grid.
From the back of the grid is wild.
So, Mod trying to keep his championship's hope alive. Not really doing too great in 14th position at the moment. Of course, there's still a long race to go, but yeah, this is not the start he would have wanted.
Not at all. He's got to earn 4 points on the person who's currently leading the race in a very comfortable manner. And he's very far away from that.
Yeah, Mod is gonna have to hope for a miracle that Beast has a lapse of concentration, hits the wall, needs to change his front wing, or just crashes out of the race entirely in order to have any hopes of saving his championship. But as it's currently looking, Beast is just comfortable as ever and just gonna drive till the end and win the championship.
Yeah, I think this is going to be pretty settled. We'll see at the end of this race, of course, but he's doing really good, doing really well, and Mod has no answer to what's currently happening at the front of the field.
Yeah, have you got that clip by the way already? Because
I do not have a way of sending it to you.
Okay. Well, that might be one for the highlight reels then.
Yep.
And while we are on the safety car, I can do this oh, Jesus, words. Very difficult. I can do this shameless plug. If you haven't already, leave a like on the screen, hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you don't miss whenever we post, upload or go live. Because this is the best racing action here on the F1 game and you don't want to miss it one bit.
Nope.
So we have a safety car in this lap. I'm gonna go back a little bit further up the field. And Henry, who's on softs. I just go on board with him.
I'm gonna ride on board with Sako. And the safety car is in the pit lane, so they can go whenever.
As it looks like Beast has gone now.
Good restart from everyone. Nobody going too slowly.
Well, George still was a little bit asleep. He's already 1.2 seconds behind and getting over. Oh, he's going into the pits.
Yeah.
As we have a move further back down. CJ
CJ.
going up the inside of MB Jacobson,
Ooh.
going side by side. Somehow making it through the corner there. MB Jacobson now under pressure from Sako, who gets past.
Also
Sako
got
has
it.
a little bit of a rear end slide. But MB Jacobson just has to sit behind. And Sako on those softs. I was about to say he's really flying, but he's hit the wall going wide. And really made a mess of that first sector. And
Jeez, these guys up front. KDM and, not KDM, Henry and Process are going side by side through the hairpin. What a slidey entry of it, though. They nearly crashed.
Well, a little bit further back, they're also battling quite hard. As I'm looking at Process, who is just trying to get his way by Henry, but just has to sit behind. Oh, this is gonna be close. Oh, they're gonna go 3 wide. Oh my
They're
goodness.
going 3 wide, a little bit
Oh.
of contact. They barely make it through the corner
Oh,
safely.
and Process goes all the way around the outside to take
What a move.
P2 from the Big Mac Dan. Beast sets the fastest lap of the race, which is to be expected. But now, Dan in the slipstream, trying to get back his second place. No, he just sits
Going
behind.
around the outside, KDM trying to hold it, goes scouts the inside, had a little bit of a tap on the inside with Process, and Process keeps the position for the time being. What a move from KDM trying to hold it around the outside instead of the inside like Dan was. They nearly went 3 wide there as well if Dan would have tried to stick it. As actually, KDM and Dan in the back nearly had contact there, as KDM is a little bit of a laggy boy today.
And there we go, AK up the inside of his teammate. Clean move, getting himself up into 4th place. And Dan now under pressure from Henry, who is on those soft tires, has that grip advantage. Getting very close to the wall is Henry there. Almost putting himself out of the race, or at least risking a loss up front wing end plate. But these top 6 guys here, not really working together in terms of catching Beast, but more or less just fighting for position.
These guys are so close to each other. 3 people within the same second is pretty nuts. And then you have Beast 4 seconds up the road, as DRS is enabled for this first time in this race, right?
Yep.
Man.
Yeah, and indeed, Beast already having that 3.8 second advantage. He is loving life right now because currently he is winning the championship in the best way possible. You can't get more dominant than this.
No, I think he's not going to stop here either. I think
Ooh.
he's going to go to the next round and still push for the win, even if he has already gotten the championship.
I just went on board with Henry a little bit, who's now fallen outside of the DRS range because he went skateboarding on the skateboard section and got very, very wide out of the end of Sector 1. And now it's basically just a battle between KDM, AK, and Dan, as Process has broken DRS from KDM. Now, will we see a Alpine team order if AK can't get past KDM? Never mind, he's already done it. Just on the straight, no, clean as you like, easy as you like. And now Dan might be able to get him into turn 1.
100%. He has the run now. Is he going to have the inside? Yes, he does. Trying to hold the slipstream. They're going 3 wide into the corner. Dan holding the inside, still 3 wide. He
Oh!
gets tapped around because KDM gets pushed to the outside by his teammate AK. AK holding on to 3rd place. Dana the Mac now
Oh!
actually got pushed by KDM, and
Oh,
now
what
KDM
is
got pushed
happening
by
here?
Henry. What is
Oh
going on? There's
my
a big crash.
god!
There's a huge crash! Safety car is out. KDM and MB Jacobson are out of the Grand Prix as KDM was stuck on the middle of the road and MB Jacobson just crashes into him because it is a blind corner. He was stuck in between a blind corner on a live racetrack, and that just was never gonna end well.
Yeah,
Wow.
I think KDM was trying to give back the position
He was.
to Dan, because
Yeah.
he tapped him round, and but in doing but then in turn 4 he just tapped him round again and then lost the car himself.
And then Henry also hit him whenever trying to recover the car.
Yeah, and then I think it was MB Jacobson who hit him. Just
Yeah.
had nowhere to go. Just absolutely
Yeah.
nowhere to go.
That's just an unfortunate turn of events for them.
Well, Lakota are saying for the Alpine drivers, both drivers are allowed to race because they know what they are doing. So I guess you are just leaving them alone, are you?
Yeah, he literally, that's, to me, that's just saying, okay, y'all are more than experienced enough. You've been here longer than me. Do what you gotta do. That's what that sounds like to me. And both of them stayed out. So their experience is kind of playing against them because they're both on the same strategy here. And they're both stayed out on medium tires as everyone comes into the pits. Everyone and their mother comes into the pits. Damie is the only person who hasn't come out of the pit, come into the pits, but he is on hard tires, newer hard tires than Dana the Mac and AK's.
Yeah, and
mediums.
And Beast rejoins just behind them, and I'm wondering if those Alpine guys are in a call together, because if they are, they probably would have said one of us goes in and the other one doesn't. So
I don't understand this play, but let's see how it goes.
And also, AK has a 5-second penalty. I don't know what that is for. Maybe that's for overtaking on the... No, that can't be. Can you check what that is for? Because I have absolutely zero idea. Maybe ignoring yellow flag?
For what?
AK.
Cutting corner
5 seconds for cutting a corner?
and gaining a position.
Oh, okay. So that must have happened into turn 1 then, when they went 3 wide with KDM. And Lakota is saying that they might pull out the K-Max strat.
Ooh.
Which would be very smart to just to have AK let Dan through and then just hold up the rest of the field.
Yeah, that would be a good strat. But I don't know if Dana the Mac will be able to keep Beast on new hard tires. Everyone on new hard tires. Their tires are on 8 laps, mediums. That is about the drop off, so they're gonna have a lot less grip than everybody else.
I mean,
They don't come in the pits.
In sector 1, AK can then just like throttle all around like K-Mag did, and then just push his ERS all the way to the max in sector 3 to make sure he stays ahead, if he has a good setup on, of course. As I see some movement down the field here under the safety car conditions. That's not the way it's supposed to be.
Nope, not under safety car, guys.
But Jeddah, always putting on a show for us. We've had 2 major crashes involving at least 4 cars in both incidents.
2 DNFs in each.
Yeah. I'm actually amazed we haven't had more DNFs given the severity of crashes we've seen.
Yeah, 100%.
But I also don't think it'll be the last time we see a safety car.
No,
This is
this is
our
only our second.
yeah, this is only our second one.
Yeah, we got 2 more to go, at least in my opinion.
Uh,
This track just brings hell because it's such a close quarters track. It looks so wide, but as soon as you get too wide on it, it doesn't look so wide.
no, as soon as you go side by side through a corner, it's all of a sudden a whole lot more sketchy, and it's already sketchy enough when you're just driving by yourself and trying to go fast.
Yeah,
Let alone
100%.
battling with somebody, and then, well, like happened with KDM, being spun on the racing line, and a car coming through at racing speed on the racing line. There's just nowhere he can go.
Yeah, it's a very dangerous track. It's a very fun track, but you have to manage your risk everywhere you go around here, and I love that about it. But probably AK and Dana the Mac aren't loving that right now because they're gonna have one hell of a job to do from Damie and Beast and Process behind. How long are they gonna keep in front? How long does Beast have until he's at the front of the field again? Let's find out as AK leads us away on the safety car restart on the lap 10. Going around the outside, holding a lot of speed, and he's gone. He's already gone. Dana the Mac has known that. They're probably in a call. They are 8 tenths away from the rest of the field. They are using a little bit of battery to pull away, but Damie is already almost a second away from the front two. Beast is already holding that 3/10 gap to just be ready for when Damie makes a single mistake to get in front. Process doing the same thing with Beast, and Henry holding a little bit of a bigger gap, but still in that same window to pounce as soon as something happens, as everyone just had a clean restart. Doesn't look like too many positions were changed, but you were probably watching that a little better than I was.
Yeah, well, I was kind of expecting AK
Oh,
to let them
Damie.
through as Beast goes up
Oh,
into P3
what a
already.
move.
And that is indeed a very good move.
Oh, AK's gone. AK is pulled away from Dan.
Sako!
And I think,
Oh my god, where did
What a
you come
move.
from? Just up the inside of Henry. Up in the P6, and now Process is battling Damie. Going past him on this twisty straight, as I guess we could call it. And Sako
Twisty
getting
straight,
very
yeah.
close to that back of the Red Bull there.
going on the
Swerving out.
outside. Still holding that outside, getting that slipstream from Process ahead, getting a deep braking, holding the space for the inside car, getting a great run out of the corner, and Damie has nothing compared to that exit from Sako, even if he wasn't ahead by the exit of the corner. What a move, as actually Damie just gets swallowed by Henry as well. Oh my god, these guys are so close. Dana the Mac is doing the Hulkenberg shot.
Yeah, I was kind of expecting AK to do the Hulkenberg strike, given he had the penalty, but no, it's the other way around. Maybe because the Alpine boys feel like AK has the pace to do it, and Dan feels like he doesn't have the pace. But Beast now having a run on the Alpine driver, and the defense from Dan is hard but fair. Beast
Around the
trying to go
outside!
around the outside, making the move. What a move!
What a move from Beast! Going around the outside, faking the inside, making Dana the Mac go deep into the corner. He goes, okay, fine, I'll carry speed, and goes so smoothly around that outside, getting better traction. And now Dana the Mac is already getting battled by Process, who had a little bit of a Lance Stroll moment there, but he's still there. Dana the Mac is already on 50% ERS, and everyone else ahead of him has about 10%, 15% more. As Process goes around the tries to look for the outside move on him, gets a switchback, doesn't get the traction down all the way. Second part uses a little bit of ERS, and it looks like he's gonna have that inside line for turn 1. Gonna make the move for P3. They're still holding all the ERS possible, holding that inside line. Dana the Mac giving them a little bit of space for his nose, but
Ooh.
Process just getting a little bit sideways. Sako getting that position from his mistake. TJT pulling out of the corner. What?
I'm wondering if Sako gave Process a little bit of a tap there on the exit there, but
I didn't see.
I didn't see either. But Beast just
Oof.
saying to Dan, "Not today, son. I am getting that win," and he's already within a second of AK.
Yeah, even without the 5-second penalty. Dana the Mac is doing a great job to still hold off Sako.
Yeah, look at that train behind Dan.
Yeah. Side by side, Sako and Process going into the next corner. Process takes the P4 from Sako, and now Sako getting pressured by CJ. I think these guys are just tired of being behind and going so slowly. They're just trying to get past and trying to see what's going on, because I don't think they realize that AK is still doing this, as it looks like CJ was trying to push Sako there, as Mod is already back into P7. Going around the outside of P6 right now, CJ, and holding it, trying to get a good run on Sako. Mod trying to get that done, as we had a Beast go around the inside of, or outside of AK.
Oh, and
Before the braking
Sako
zone.
with a big dive up the inside of Mod there. Managing to get the position, battling up ahead for Process, and Dan as well, who's trying to get P3. And oh my god, I cannot
Oh
believe...
my god! Look at this train!
Yeah, it's insane. Oh, Sako goes a little bit wide there. So does CJ.
Okay.
Gary
do
up
something.
the inside! No, dude, just backs out of the corner. But holy moly, these drivers are putting on a show. Process going a little bit wide there, out of the fast right left chicane, and having Mod all over his back. And actually, Mod going up the okay, yes, good driving from Mod there. Just backing out of the corner, trying to get the exit, trying to make sure he can get the run. But Process just has great straight line speed. As Dan doesn't, as he's already blinking, losing 2 positions on the straight there.
Oh, there's contact behind between the Mercedes and the Williams.
I just got the end of that.
Wow.
Well, Mod might be creeping, Sandman, but he's not creeping enough, as Beast is in the lead of the race and winning the championship as it stands. A little bit further back, we have Sako on the back of Dan, trying to get a good exit, going a little bit wide, missing the apex there. We've got a yellow here in sector 1. I don't know who that is for.
Might be Ketchen. Might have been Ketchen. He still has no front wing from that contact earlier. Or he's missing his right front. Sorry. He still has his front wing.
Oh, Sako into the wall, but side by side and past Big Mac Dan. I don't know if he lost a little bit of wing damage there, but he definitely hit the wall. His wing looks to be intact.
Doesn't look like there's wing damage, but he's definitely low on battery. Same with Dana the Mac. They're both blinking, and you can see the Haas and the Mercedes are not, nearly going 3 wide into the corner momentarily, as there's a little bit of contact between the Sakoliketaco and Kiss My Axe
And our battle for the
going on
podium
right now.
positions, Process versus Mod. Process takes 3rd place.
3 wide. Oof. These guys are getting really hectic.
Oh,
3 wide coming out of the corner.
With the
What a
switcheroo.
move!
I can't. There's so much happening. I can't keep up.
You continue watching whatever's going on for that podium. I'm gonna watch this race down here for P5. What is going on? These guys are mental. We got 10 laps left and they're fighting like it's the last one.
I mean, yes, please, more of this.
Yeah, I love to see it.
And it's the fact that it's clean as well. It's not overly aggressive. It's clean. It's calculated. It's what you want from drivers.
Yeah. I don't know about that calculated part, but we'll move.
I mean,
That calculated part may not be too true about that that damn
CJ up the CJ.
outside.
CJ really
Outside.
taking inspiration from Anton Senna, going for a gap, and behind them, they're almost free wide going into the last corner.
CJ's on the track.
Oi!
Oh no. Oh, his teammate nearly crashed into him. What a reaction time from Henry to break in time. Wow. But that relegates CJ down to P12.
After being on the cards for a potential P5. Now down in P12, and look at the gaps. There's now huge gaps between everyone except Mod and Process.
Yep. Mod and Process are the only ones still within DRS of each other. And it's pretty tight. I'm not going to lie to you guys. This is going to be a close one. Mod is probably not going to be able to catch up the 5 seconds roughly it is to Beast to keep his championship hopes alive. But there's 9 laps left. Anything can happen.
I mean, we've gone from having P5 to P10 in a DRS train to everyone being spread out in one corner. So
Yeah, exactly.
it's still very much likely that, or very much possible, not likely because I don't think Beast is pushing at all, but it is possible that Beast makes a mistake, puts himself into a war and out of the race.
Oh, he surely is pushing. There's no way he's not. With him behind, I don't think he's going to be letting him chill out.
But something that Mod is gonna have to worry about as well is Process, who is sitting behind him in the championship, just 3 points behind him, I believe, if I remember correctly. So Process is obviously gonna try and push past Mod. So Mod is gonna have to play this little game. Like, do I want to battle him and stay ahead of him in the championship, or do I want to work with him to hopefully catch Beast and AK?
100%. I completely agree. I think that that Mod's gonna be trying to use his head here. I don't know if he'll have that much to be able to do, but he's gonna try everything he can, and I don't blame him for it because I would be doing the exact same thing. To keep this championship alive, he needs to use Process, and he needs to use the slightly better tires that the hards are going to be in a couple of laps to use the same pace that Process has to catch up. Because AK, remember, he's been on these tires since lap 1, since the original safety car. These guys have all pit before at the previous safety car. It's on lap 9.
Fun
Or
fact,
lap 8, I think.
Fun fact, AK hasn't pit at all.
Yeah, exactly. Like, he's still on the same tires. As actually, Mod's letting Process take the outside. And I think he will now have the DRS for the next straight.
Oh, we've got another battle here with the 2 Ferraris and the Aston
AK goes into the pits.
Well, we've also got a battle here with the Aston Martin of Gary and the 2 Ferraris. George opens the DRS, goes to the outside, and it looks like Gary is out of ERS, so he can't defend. And now he's got Sako behind him, who's also looking very fast and very feisty on those mediums.
Yeah, I 100% think that Gary is in a rough position here, being between 2 teammates. It's never a fun experience to be between 2 teammates, especially if they're on the same strategy. You're just kind of in the way of their plans, especially if you don't have any ERS, so you can't even like leave them or use them. Because right now he's actually getting pulled by George to the right.
Yeah, but all of these three guys are low on ERS. I just went on board with them
Yeah.
all, and they're all low on ERS. So they're all pushing quite hard to catch up to Kiss My Ex, who is sitting in P4, by the way.
AK has weirdly AK has the most CRS out of the entire grid. AK has about 80%, and the closest person to him is Beast on 65. Everyone else is pretty low. As we actually have a fight for the lead again. Process and Mod swapping positions. Charles Leclerc and Max Verstappen style. 2022.
I can't remember exactly, but just a big shout out to Mod and Kiss My Ex, both of them, for making up
Yeah,
8 positions during this race already.
insanity. Great stuff from them.
Oh, catching and Kiss My Ex going sub. Oh, we've got a yellow flag in sector 1
I think
briefly.
Mod had a big moment there. I think he had a
Yeah.
moment on the skateboard turn.
Yeah, he's now outside 4 seconds behind Process,
Yeah,
and I think it was already lost, but it's now
I
sealed
think that
the
just
deal.
secures it.
Kiss
Unless
My
there's a
Ex.
late game safety car, but Kiss My Axe is actually now overtaking Mod on the inside for this corner. I think Mod pulls out of the corner, lets him have it, so they
Yeah.
don't go side by side into the corner.
Yeah, and Mod went a little bit wide through that corner anyway.
Yeah.
Is Mod gonna try and get him back into turn 1 here, I wonder? Because if he gets a good exit here, it's definitely possible. 6/10 is the gap. I think that might just be a little bit too much, depending on the... No, it's not gonna be too much. Mod is gaining, but not sending it down the inside. Very smart driving there. And these Ferraris and Gary have stayed in position for the last couple of laps. So it looks like the pace from Gary on those hards is actually pretty good in comparison to the Ferraris on the mediums.
Honestly, I think that these Ferraris are really well paced for the tires they have on, but it's gonna go away from them here in the next couple of laps against like the hard runners, and these soft runners definitely have already started catching up. So
Yeah, I mean, the Ferrari of Georgester is catching Mod quite quickly here, as Mod is also dropped out very much out of DRS from Kiss My Ex. He's now within DRS of Mod. So the AlphaTauri driver here is struggling quite a bit. And it looks like he's gonna have a couple of Ferraris for company as Mod goes wide again in turn 22. Really struggling with the tires, I think he is.
yeah, it's you have to remember after the 35% mark, it's so rough.
Yeah, but Georgester and Sacco are on the same age of tires as the Ferrari. Gains, pulls to the inside, dives down the inside. Mar brakes later than him and managed to maintain the position.
Yep. Maybe he's running a little bit less downforce. As you can see, he has DRS. Georgester has DRS on Mod. Mod has a little bit more battery, but he may be running a little bit less front wing or maybe rear wing to get a little bit more speed on the straights, making him struggle on tires as
Oh,
he goes
Mod goes
wide.
very wide there.
Ooh, side by side with Gary, Sako and Gary. Same with Mod and Georgester. 3 wide nearly. Sako cutting up cars going through between Gary and Mod. Now getting past Mod very aggressively. Nearly getting a slap mid-corner. Oh, Mod hitting the wall a little bit.
Yeah, and Gary just followed him straight into the wall, but great move there from Sako. Just a shame he went wide as Mod now tries to go around the up the inside here. Oh, that is...
Woo! I don't know why I
I
turned
I don't know
very,
how they
very
didn't make
Western there,
contact.
but
I don't know how they didn't make
wow.
contact.
How they didn't kill each other there. They went very, very close through the mid corner, and I'm surprised Sako held around the outside like he did. That was very impressive.
Yeah, and Gary now having the run on Mart, who's dropped from P3 all the way down to P7 now in just a couple of laps. Keeping it down the inside, trying to hang it around the outside of turn 2. Is he gonna have enough grip? He's still side by side with him. But he's gonna have to back out here into turn 4. And does so accordingly.
Yeah, that is not the place you want to be making a move, even though we saw that a couple of times throughout the real Grand Prix. It's still not the place. So scary going into that corner, just knowing that on the other side, if you hit that curb, you're going to do a Kimi Antonelli and jump your car. Oh! I just rode on board with Border as he hit the inside wall and did a Lance Stroll at turn 4.
I just went on board with Jim and I just saw him clip the wall. Like literally perfect timing.
I want to go back on the stream.
Oh my god.
Oh, that was perfect. Oh, that was perfect. Oh, that was perfect. We both saw it. I saw it on board, you saw it behind. That was perfect.
Oh my god. I just go on board with Jim because I saw he was the second within the RS, so I was like, okay, let's look over there, and bang, it's virtual safety car.
Virtual safety car.
But this is actually the best case. No, Beast! Beast gets a 20 seconds!
Oh my god. After Sandman said in chat, I've got live comms with Beast. I can confirm he is singing Taylor Swift, Any Hero. It's me. Hi from inside the car. It's green and we're not even caring. What are we doing here? Beast just lost the race win from this.
I mean, he's still gonna win the championship though, because Maud is down in 7th place.
No. It's gonna move him down to P5.
Yes, so still
And that's
ahead of
okay.
ahead of Maud.
P5 to P7.
Yes, but Maud just got a 3-second time penalty.
Oh,
So
he's still outside of 3 seconds.
but he's not thrown away the championship.
He's not. He's
has
already won it.
Yeah,
It's
but
just really, really funny to see that he was singing "Anti-Hero" by Taylor Swift and then got a 20-second penalty.
Yeah, so with that 20-second penalty, he will come out just ahead of Maud.
Yeah.
And Maud has a 3-second as well, so he'll go 3 seconds back, but oh my god, that is so funny.
Wow. World's Constructors Championship? Yeah, his championship's already done.
Oh my god.
He couldn't get a drive-through? Oh yeah, because it wouldn't let him. Oh, that sucks. He couldn't get a drive-through because it's too late.
Yep.
Damn. I've never seen a 20-second before.
I haven't either, but that's the first time for everything.
It's a glitch. It's not a glitch. We do not have new info, Bobs.
Beast has thrown away the race victory here.
20-second pen all the time. His delta went from -10. I don't care enough. He won in my eyes. He's 10 seconds ahead of the next person.
Imagine if they just do that to Max Verstappen, like, they just say, okay, you're winning by too much, here's a 20-second penalty.
He still wins.
Probably, yeah. Gary and Sako are going side by side through the final corner here, coming onto the last lap. Sako runs him out wide. Little bit of contact. But they both managed to make it through unscathed. Gary in the slipstream, gaining every second of the way, pulling out, going ahead and pulling past Sako there. Mod and AK having a little battle as well. And then, trying to go past Ketchum for P9, manages to do so.
That is it. I don't think there's going to be any more moves. I don't think he's going to be able to come back at Mod. Maybe with the DRS, but he's so far, man. Makes a mistake there.
Okay, what is happening here with Mod and AK? Mod just completely went to the other side of the track. Looks like he slowed down and then sped back up again.
DRS games be like.
Well, I mean, it's Sector 1, so...
Alright, well, I'm gonna have to go ahead and leave. It was a very good pleasure.
Yes.
Congratulations to everyone. I will catch y'all in Tier 2.
Yes, I will finish this up here in Tier 3 as we have Mod and AK battling side by side here in the last lap. Mod with a 3-second time penalty, so he's gonna lose a bunch of positions here. But AK taking P7 on the road, a little bit of contact there. Dan finishing just behind Ketchen. And that's gonna be Tier 3 here in Jeddah. As we go on board with our Tier 5 champion. Jim just raged, finishing out here in... And Beast actually still gets a podium. Huh? Oh, what the... CJ! CJ, what? That is naughty. That is naughty. You're not allowed to do that, CJ. Holy moly. What a race. Absolute chaos in the first half. And actually also chaos in the second half, I guess. Because... I can't... Oh, I need a drink. Oh, I need a drink. My voice does not like me. At all. So if that is a glitch, then the Beast will inherit P1. But... that's gonna be one for the stewards. For now, we are saying the process one. So from now, for now, it'll be process P1, Kiss My Ex P2, and Beast P3, Georgester in P4, Gary in P5, Sako in P6, AK in P7, Ketchen in 8th, Big Mac, Dan in 9th, Mod running out our top 10. Whew. 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 Holy moly. Holy moly. Alright, it's time for some interviews. Let's tell everyone to get in. Oh my god. Oh. So it's all gonna be depending on the stewards if Beast will inherit that P1. For his sake, I hope he does, because that's the way you want to win a championship, of course. Oh, Process already managed to get himself in here. Hello, Process.
Hey, you there?
Yes, I can hear you.
Hey, how you doing?
I am doing very good. That was one hell of a race.
Yeah, I still don't really know what the finishing positions were. So if you could tell me, I mean, I have a feeling I'm gonna be P2, but I saw Beast with the 20-second penalty at the end of the VSC. I'm thinking that's a bug. I don't think I've ever seen a 20-second penalty.
Yeah, he got that 20-second because there was not enough time to do a drive-through, so that's why the game gave him a 20-second. But apparently it was a delta glitch, so that penalty might not stand. It might. I'm just seeing in chat right now that Sandman is not entirely sure it's gonna get removed, so you might have actually legitimately got the win here. So
Oh, wow.
I'm gonna treat it like you have. I'm gonna treat it like you have. Congrats on the P1.
Well,
Talk me
yeah, I
through
mean,
that race for you.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't really feel like I won considering Beast was 8 seconds ahead of me at the finish, but I mean, other than that, it was a interesting race. I mean, I was in P2 early and the safety car came out, and I'm forgetting oh, the Alpine stayed out, and I didn't really understand why they stayed out, but they held myself and Beast up for a few laps. Beast got through, and Big Mac, he was ferocious out there. I could not. He would, I would get past him and he would attack back on the straight. He was like Sergio Perez out there, playing defense. It was fun racing, but once I got past him, I kind of took a deep breath because it was a tough battle. But after that, it kind of calmed down and I was able to finish the race. We'll see where, but fun race.
Yeah, and this P1 is I think gonna get you P2 in the championship at the moment. Of course,
Yeah.
P1 of the championship is now out of the reach with Beast winning it this race. How are you gonna go into Belgium trying to hold on to that P2?
Well, we'll see. I mean, it's not my best track, I'll be honest. And it's a little bit of a bumpy track, so you get some weird, spins and stuff like that. So it can be a little bit chaotic, especially with the long lap time. So, it'll be interesting. I'm just looking to, get points because the past 3 weeks have been a nightmare. I think I've gotten 1 point over the past 3 weeks, so to either win or come in second today was, a nice sigh of relief to get back in the podium positions.
Yes, well, congratulations. That was an absolutely amazing drive. I'm gonna let you enjoy this podium because that much is sure. Um,
Sounds good, man. Thank you.
and
Have a good one.
I will see you next week. Hopefully.
All right, we'll see you. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So that was our let's call it P1 and a half finisher. We will now go to our P2 and a half with Kiss My Ex, who will either get second or third, depending on if the penalty for Beast gets removed or not. There we go. Hello. Can you hear me?
What's going on? Yep, I can hear you.
Okay, nice. Congratulations on that P3.
Yep.
Or P2 it might actually become, because it's not really that sure that Beast will get that penalty removed.
Oh, she is. It's better for me. So, yeah, I saw it and I was like, shit, I can't let him get above 20 seconds. But that's good. P3, P2, whatever. So, happy I was able to get on the podium after not getting one for a really long time. So.
Yeah, that was a very great race right there. I saw you in P4 at some point, gaining 9 positions since the start of the race. Just talk me through that race. How was it out there for you with all that chaos?
Well, the beginning was rough. With the turn 1, turn 2 incident. I had the brake in front of me, and then I got smacked from behind, and I got wing damage. And obviously, it was just a train collision. But so I had to pit, and it was all the way at the back. I mean, I was P16, P15 at one point, and went on softs and skyrocketed. Like I was really hesitant about it, But I figured there'd be another safety car with the amount of safety cars we got in the previous tiers, and I made up about a couple positions, got to like P10, I think, and then a safety car came out with perfectly, like my sauce was like 25%. Put on hards, because I knew the hards could make it to the end. I'm really shocked some of the medium runners made it to the end, honestly. But yeah, and then I just pushed as hard as I could. Maud did me a favor by slowing the people behind me after I passed them. That was a huge W for Maud. And then and yeah, and just wrote it out. So it was stressful in the beginning, but pretty relaxing towards the end, to be honest. But
Yeah, and did anything happen to Mod as well? Because I saw you guys were fighting and he was staying within the arrest, and then all of a sudden he was like 4 seconds behind you.
yeah, I think he got uh my engineer. He said on the stream, I guess he had a wing plate missing. So I think that's why through the first sector he dropped back a couple seconds because of the turn, so he couldn't turn as much.
Okay, yeah,
think that's why.
that explains a lot because he was struggling indeed in Sector 1
Yeah.
and with 21, 22 as well. He kept going wide there. So that makes
Yeah.
that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, and then and the two, I think it was Sako and Georgester, I think, they got stuck behind him through the first sector, and that's when I entered like a 5 second gap, and from that point it was just coasting to the end, not pulling a Lance Stroll. So
Well, yeah,
and,
we saw somebody pull a last throw in the turn 4. That was quite comedic to see. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. That was I was stressing out. Did not want to do that on like the last lap. That would have been horrendous. But yeah, after that, and I couldn't. I got desynced out during qualifying, so I came back with like I think 3 minutes left. Quick put a lap in. Wasn't my best lap, but it was not last. It was like P10. So, but yeah, overall it was a decent race. I'm pretty happy about it.
Yeah, I'm looking at the chat right now, and that penalty for Beast will probably stand. So that is gonna mean it's gonna be a P2 for you.
That is awesome to hear. You just made my day. Now I'm gonna go celebrate.
Yes, I will. I will not hold you up any further. Enjoy the rest of your night, and congratulations
I
on the
appreciate it.
P2. And we'll see
Thank
you
you.
next week in Belgium.
Yes, sir. Have a good one, Dachi.
Yes, thank you. Okay, right. We are now waiting for Beast to come into the interview waiting room. So while we do that, I'll switch back to this because we gotta have the interview with Beast. We have to. Let me just add him. There we go. Yeah, he's still not in the waiting room, so we are currently waiting on Beast. Oh, there we go. There he is. There we go. Let's get back to this.
Sorry about that.
No worries, no worries. If it decides to. Okay, great. Now, why don't you work? I'm having a little bit of trouble with my OBS, but it doesn't matter. There we go. Beast, congratulations, our champion. How are
Thank
you
you very
feeling?
I'm better now. Now I've got it over and done with. Yeah, just relieved really. I was very surprised I got a 20-second penalty, but it is where it is.
Yeah, that came out of nowhere, basically.
I just unlucky timing.
Yeah, I saw in chat you were singing Taylor Swift. Maybe just singing a little bit too hard and getting a penalty for it.
Was that by any chance from Sandman?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, as much as I would love to, I can't multitask. So Yeah, I wasn't actually singing.
Okay, well, talk us through the race, because you did basically dominate from start to finish. You finished 10 seconds ahead of the next car. Just a shame with that 20 seconds that you got down to third place, but still a podium. Yeah, just talk us through the race.
Yeah, I was just doing lap by lap, keeping my pace up. I think something happened early on the laps after the safety car, which enabled me to get out of DRS on the soft tires. And then I wanted to create a bigger gap just in case for VSC, for instance. And then there was an actual safety car, so then I pitted onto hards. I think, was it around lap 8, lap 9?
Yeah, it was somewhere around there.
And then, yeah, again, just get a good start after the safety car and build my gap up again. So, yeah, it's pretty much, that's what I do most races, try and be consistent and then let everyone else make the mistakes.
So I guess that was the game plan as well coming into this race, where you had the chance to clinch the championship, which you did. Just be clean, be consistent, let everyone else make mistakes, and just do your own race.
Correct, yeah. If there was no safety car, I was probably going to go soft medium. But because we had an earlier safety car than expected, I pitted onto hards just to make sure I had enough grip left at the end of the race in case anybody started to try and push.
So, and tell us, how does it feel being a tier 3 champion here in MRL?
Feels great, man. Feels great. It's my first championship I've won, so hopefully there's many more to come.
Yeah, well, you joined me in that club of F1 champions. Next season we will be seeing you up in tier 2. How do you think you're gonna be faring up there?
Probably mid pack, I would say.
You think you're gonna be fighting for points at all, or you just gonna be more?
Hopefully.
Okay, you
Sorry.
got some confidence. I like it.
Hopefully fighting for some points. Probably the back end of the points, but you never know. Something might happen at the front. I might be able to capitalize on mistakes in tier 2, but we'll see what happens. See where we end up.
Well, I think if you do the same game plan you've had this season, let everybody else make mistakes and just have clean races, I think you'll do very well in tier 2. And next week you also have the chance to clinch the constructors title. Is there anything you've discussed with your teammate on how to do that, or just going to be the same as this weekend?
Just the same, really. To be honest, just run the race. If Gary can get to the top and get some good points, we'll try and work together. But other than that, yeah, just same game plan, really.
Okay, well, I'm gonna let you enjoy this championship because you're probably gonna have a few drinks tonight celebrating that.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Yes, good man. And I will see you next week in Belgium, probably on the podium again, given your pace. So
You never know. Someone might be strong at that track, so I never like to say things for definite.
well, anyways, I'm gonna let you go and have a great rest of the evening, my guy. You absolutely deserve that championship.
And you have a good evening. Thank you very much.
Right, so that has been Tier 3 here in Jeddah, here in MRL. Tier 2 should be live any second now, which Beast will compete in next season on the F1 24 game, because I believe we have the longest break in MRL history between seasons, waiting for that game to come out. So I'm gonna head you guys over to Tier 2. I've been Dutchy, the Dutch Raven, or Skill Issue as my name is now in Discord, because, well, I have a skill issue. And I'll see you guys next week in Belgium.